Hello there. How are you doing today? I'm Mr. Saint, and today, well, I haven't showered. Because I thought it had been so long since I streamed properly, because I did the Spider-Man streams over the last few days. I've been really enjoying playing Spider-Man, incidentally, but it's one of those games where it's like, one, because of the way I've been playing it, and two, because of, or one, because it's like a fresh playthrough. I've never played this game before, so I'm not that familiar with it. And then two, just the fact that the game itself is so involved, there's so much going on. It's really hard to make entertaining stream content out of it, in my opinion, because I always feel like I want to interact with viewers and stuff like that, but then that gets all twisted up with the, my need to like keep up with what's going on. Psychonauts is a lot easier to take breathers on. One sec. Oh, thank you very much, sweetie. Brit's here to say hello.
Hello.
Actually, I should probably move the Streamlabs over here. I'm just going to let chat know what's going on. And then we can just jump straight into it, because I know you've been waiting a good while. Next Saint fan. This will probably be a longer stream because I do want to maybe get to the end of the game. We are now done with. I believe we're done with all of the. Whatchamacallits? All of the inmates in the asylum are dealt with. So now it's just a matter of dealing with Professor Loboto, collecting up the last few brains, and then I guess it's time for the meat circus. So let me just give it a second for some folks to show up in chat, then we can get going. So yeah, I've been enjoying playing Spider-Man, but it's just not like one of those. It's not a streaming game for me, at least. I would like to stay focused on games where I feel like I can still interact with viewers while I continue with the game, like this. Oh Jesus! Can you just like loop all the way around the thing forever? Wait. Oh God! Holy shit! Wait! Almost. You can go pretty high up. Jeez, I didn't notice that. What? What's up? Also, someone in chat needs to tell me that the audio sounds okay before I can move on. What's up?
Okay. Well, I just wanted to give you this, your very first Fago.
Oh, I've never had Fago before?
I don't think you've had.
There you go. This is my first ever Fag.
Fago.
Fag, as they call it.
Whoop whoop.
Hang on.
Gotta go whoop whoop.
Let's have a quick Fago.
Gotta go whoop whoop.
Chat, you're here for a very special occasion. My first Fago. This is a root beer. Let's have a little. Yeah, it just tastes like root beer. Pretty cool. Thank you for the audio checks. Ding Ding Boom, Charik, Guy at a Place, Kawasu. Good to have you here. Let's have a fun time. Okay, I'm gonna jump in now. Let us continue. So like I say, we just finished the asylum stuff, or at least the inmates at the asylum. Now we're just heading up to take on Mr. Loboto. My chair's kind of falling apart, but maybe that'll be next month's investment.
Because you sit next to her.
Nah, I don't think it's a problem. Oh shoot, I forgot about this. So these guys I think you're supposed to shoot, because they're all tricky. Howdy joystick, and howdy limited to 500 copies. My ad block doesn't work on Twitch anymore. Good. Good for me. Actually, I don't think that I make money from ads. I only make money from subscriptions, I'm pretty sure. Wait, no. There you go. Yeah, I only make money from subscriptions. Speaking of which, if If you're not subscribed to the channel, please feel free. You can do it for free through Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime subs. If you have Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, you get a sub for free. Isn't that cool? And you get a fun emote, just like Charek's doing right there. Bless you, Soros. I don't get no Soros bucks from my Twitch streams, sadly. Now I want to try and find as many of the brains here, because I think this is the last area that the brains will be hiding in. So keep an eye out, folks. If you guys want to help me look for them. The little brain boxes, because if you recall, our fellow Psy cadets have been tragically lobotomized. Jesus. Okay. So we just need to look out for some brains right now. So I forget the name of the lady who I'm chasing after right now, but she gets a little thing later on. How's everyone's day today? What is my accent? Essex, primarily, just outside of London. But my accent is a little bit more subdued than a lot of Essex accents. A lot more Essex accents generally will be more like, "Are you right, mate? How you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god, today I'm playing a bit more Psychonauts. Today we're playing Psychonauts, and I'm gonna get all the brains today. Oh my god, this game is like fucking techers, man. Yeah. So my accent's a bit more subdued than that. A combination of me being in and out of London a lot, and me being living in America for the last year, and me being clinically online. Sadly. Okay. Ah! Alright, let's make our way to the top here. I woke up a little bit late today, but actually, it was okay. I woke up at like 10:30. That's pretty normal for weekend, right? The main problem has been that I've been staying up way too late on the weekdays. You know when you get caught in that cycle where it's like you stay up really late, so you have to sleep in to account for that? There's definitely a brain in there. I can feel it. Where is it? There you go.
Bobby Zilch. I didn't know you had a brain.
Got him.
Man, I wish you were here for that
Shigor.
joke, Bobby.
I have to wonder how people outside the States think my accent sounds. Usually, people outside the States tend to not notice that much the difference between regional accents. Like generally, obviously, we'll hear the difference between like a strong New York accent and like a strong Southern accent. But it can be very hard to pass unless you're more familiar with that stuff. That's something that Americans tend to not realize. They think that it's really easy to tell the difference between regional accents because they obviously can. But it's like Americans have confused my accent for sorry, I don't know why I keep doing that. London. I have actually gotten a few people get Essex correctly. Some people have said I sound northern. Some people have said that I sound kind of like Sean, which seems ridiculous to me. Not only do I not really sound like Sean, I haven't even like been around the area that Sean's from. So I would be the least similar to that. And then obviously I get some people who think I sound Australian, or like I'm from New Zealand. Someone said Irish once, which I think they just must not be very familiar with Irish accents. But, you know. Burn the rats. Hang on a sec. I'll switch one of my powers to Bernie. There you go. Aha! A brain. Once I get to the top here, I'll probably go back and finally hand in all the brains I have and see how many are left. Because I think that'll be most of them. I'm a Bernie bro. So.
Maybe I should let JT have some time alone before I return this brain.
I can spot some accents, but generally I won't recognize nuances. Foreign language accents work okay, but intra-US almost never. I mean, like, when it comes to places like Germany, I think you're definitely going to have that problem a lot, where people really can't hear the difference between any regional accent of Germany. Like, a lot of people do just think that there's the German accent. I do definitely feel sorry for, especially, nations with accents outside of the US and the UK, because as far as getting the accent right, I know I've heard a lot that, you know, if you're German, if you're French, especially if you're, like, Russian, the accents that you get in a lot of Western media from, like, American actors doing an impression can be abysmal. The worst example of that I've seen in the UK... Oh, wait. Can I break this? No. The worst example I've seen of that, as far as the UK accent, is probably... I think it's... Is it Anne Hathaway? She did an English accent once that was, like, astonishingly bad. I forget what the thing was. I don't know if anyone remembers that film. There was a film with Anne Hathaway in it, and she tried to do an English accent, and it was pretty embarrassing. She's not a bad actress, but that particular accent was no good. Michael Caine did a southern accent once that was pretty funny. Oh jeez, I'm nearly dead. I didn't realize how much damage these things did. This is a twisty area. Any brains in here? No? Canada is stereotype with an accent almost no one here has. Oh, the... How's it going, eh? The stereotype Canadian accent tends to get lumped in with, like, the Minnesota accent. It seems like. Oh, how's it going, eh? There we go. Oh, shit. That? Okay, good. Let me eat my brains. Okay. What does this mean? That's not nice. The places that do have it are directly north of the parts of the US that also have it just as much, which too is funny. As far as I understand it, they're pretty much the same accent, yeah. I remember it was, I think Russians were personally offended, very deeply offended by the accent that Jennifer Lawrence went with in, what was it called? Red Sparrow, something like that. It was a particularly bad attempt at a Russian accent, which is, to be clear, almost never the actor's fault. Nobody just, like, very rarely do people just have a bunch of accents stocked up, but once they're cast, they're given a certain amount of prep time, and sometimes it's just not enough prep time. I remember watching a video by an accent coach that was talking about that. Now I'm on fire. Hoist by my own petard. I wonder if that hole in that wall thing can be broke. Nope. Wait, what? They're lizard flowers? What's the implication? Even as a...
Yo, Quentin. Good to see your brain again.
Hey, it's Crimson Reviews. Can't wait to hear more about Garfield. There's a lot of Psy cards in this area. Well, I think I've been catching most of the brain so far. So I think we're going to have a good haul once we get back to the summer camp. I feel like this is a bad idea. Yep. Okay. I thought the understanding thing was more a matter of dialects. I know German has a bunch of dialects. Well, wasn't that the thing that French Canadians and French people can barely understand each other? Because the dialects are so different, even though the language is kind of the same. Oh, incidentally, also, Sorted Spiral and Sully Go 77. Thank you very much for the follows, pals. Hope you're having a wonderful day. What's the major difference in an accent and a dialect? I think an accent tends to be the same words. Is that right? Accent is just the way you say it, whereas dialect you might use different words entirely, like saying isn't versus saying ain't. That's more of a dialect thing. Like, do you say soda? Or do you say pop? Or do you say the correct answer? Coke. You call it Coke. No matter what the drink is, you call it Coke. If you're talking about a non-specific drink, obviously if you're talking specifically about Dr. Pepper, you say Dr. Pepper. But I ain't one of those pop. I'm not saying pop, I'm not saying soda. Bubble water. Fizzy drink was a pretty popular one, but I don't know. Fizzy drink sounds like something your mum would say. Where are these rats? Where are they? Ah! Okay. Have people started putting names to internet dialects yet? Like the Twitter dialect, the 4chan dialect, the Twitch streamer dialect? That is an interesting question. I don't think so. What, like, you'll have, you know, Twitch dialect where someone will do something and say, ah, PogChamp, true W, that kind of thing. Or like 4chan dialect saying and hero and things like that. What's Twitch dialect? Calling someone a clown? Saying someone has brainworms?
Dogan Pool. I told you I'd get your brain back.
What a bunch of pepegas. I don't know what that one means, to be clear. Is pepegas mean like someone's stupid? And there's a brain over there, but I don't know how to get to it. Need to do a big think for this one. Oh look, there's the summer camp. Never noticed that before. Oh! Jeez. The backgrounds have not aged super well. Aside from the skybox, which actually looks pretty cool. Oof. Ah well, you put the money where you need to. Anyone that says Tumblrisms or Tumblrina or anything of the sort shouldn't be allowed to speak. I think there are Tumblrisms. Like, in terms of speech, there's Tumblrisms. Like, I think I can't even is something that I specifically connect with Tumblr. Tumblrina is a silly word, I agree. Lowland Scots is sometimes called a dialect of English, but is also called a separate language because of how similar they are, but also being of different nations as a case of where it's vague. I think it is definitely time for us to... I'm trying to think, how do I get over there? Because I can't reach over here. Maybe through one of those windows? Oh! Hang on a second. Yeah, internet dialects are definitely getting to the point where there's like a good variety of them. What is this? Uh-oh. It's my death. It's like big old... Is that supposed to be part of the asylum? It's a really weird object here. It's a massive slab. Maybe that's part of the asylum. Thank you for the F, by the way. Much appreciated. Well, there's a lot of cross-contamination now. Correct. Where you will see a lot of Twitch dialect on Twitter, or a lot of... Oh, jeez. Twitter dialect on 4chan. I'm assuming that I got the definition of dialect right there, by the way. I did study language for like 3 years, but... I sometimes get stuff wrong. Listen, we've all been to college. We know that we all forget that shit within a year. You have like a year where you're fairly proficient in a subject, and then time marches on. Oh, well. Very cool. I do not like these rats at all. It's really awkward to deal with them. No? We've all been to college. Do I not have the magnet? I don't think I do. Is she under here? No. So I'd be led to believe it would be this way. But that will just take us back down. Oh, wait a second. Bad visual communication of mechanics. Video game developers, what were you thinking? I fully blame the game for that. I'll buy it at some point. I think I only bought it because I literally didn't have the money at the time. Hope Tim Schafer got fired for that one.
Huh. Phoebe's brain is warmer than the others.
Alright, nearly to the top now. There's some terms that I like in internet lingo. I'll tell you what's one that I really dislike. Feels. Feels is something that I've always hated as a term. I feel like it's been a lot more normalized now. But, oh, God, that term. I remember, especially on Reddit, that term was really popular. OMG this. Yeah. That one's not one of the best ones. This area is a bit messy, I have to say, from a design standpoint. It's kind of just, here's platforms. It reminds me a lot of Dark Souls platforming, where there's just like, just shit everywhere, and you just have to kind of try and navigate it. It doesn't feel like it's really structured. It's just kind of figure out how to make the geometry work for you. Oh. I can do this. There you go. Uh-oh. No, no! Okay. Speed run, let's go. Feels reminds me of 9gag. Is 9gag still around? Did 9gag get cancelled? Probably. Anything over here? Nope, just a fun thing that you can do. Or is there something on the out? No! Physics. Alright, well, remind me not to go around that edge bit there on the... This area is annoying a little bit. Maybe I'm just a bit rusty with my Psychonauts, but... This kind of feels like it was just thrown together. Especially with the fact that all of the textures look horribly stretched. Soul Coco. Stop effing me, please. Ah! I'm in constant fear of being trapped in the geometry. But at the very least, I think we are now at the top. Is there a hole on the roof? There is. But how do I get over there? Oh. Need to... Can I just set that on fire? No. I will move it with my brain.
Clem's brain. 3 cheers for brains.
Gonna have so many brains at the end of this. It's gonna be rad. Also, this level track is weird. It's a lot more ambient than all the other tracks. I mean, I feel this is on purpose to build a sense of dread. And there's one.
To think that every cell in Nil's brain is dedicated to the ladies.
Oh yeah, I mean, English is one of the most like
Go back down right now or you'll be very, very sorry.
interbred languages of just the Germanic languages and a bunch of Romantic languages. It takes like some Latin. You get all sorts of shit from English. Which is why it's such a messy and hard to learn language. I've heard that Mandarin is the hardest one to learn though. Is it? But then I've heard that... Oh! I'm just curious. How does this crow see me? Oh. Can't use it on the crow. I should have probably checked on those rats, see how they see me.
Vernon's brain holds so many boring stories.
We all had a Vernon at school. Plot hole. The crow just sees me regular, doesn't see me as any specific thing.
Worthless! These brains are worthless, Shigar. Just like the one in your head.
No, they're nice. They're nice brains, Dr. Lovato. Really?
They're too nice. They won't fight. I need killers. I need angry brains. I squeeze them, I poke them, I twist them. What do I have to do to make them fight? Maybe I should try my drill.
I'm not gonna bring you any more brains if you're gonna be so mean to them.
No matter what I do?
No matter what.
Not even if I... Oh, not even if I cook you a
Yes, Matthias Warfare.
A little turtle soup?
Please, Dr. Lovato, no!
A nice hot turtle soup. Nothing better on a cold night like this than some boiling
I'm pretty sure
hot
brainwashing
soup.
is like the thing in the Psychonauts world.
Oh, okay. You sure?
I mean, yes!
All right. Oh, why don't I just go ahead and heat you up a cup? It's made of turtles.
Kill him!
Turtles that you love.
Kill that turtle.
Isn't that right, Mr. Pokey-Lo?
Yes, man.
Well, maybe I'll just make some for myself. Bring me a good brain, Shigar, or Mr. Pokey-Lo becomes Mr. Smoky-Lo.
I'm pretty sure it would have been nice to go into Shigor's brain.
Smoky-Lo.
I wonder if
When you're
that was a
dentist,
plan
you
at all.
have to learn to have a sense of humor, you know. It helps to calm the patients down.
I love the voice actor they got for Dr. Lovato. You know what's really funny? How poorly the what they call the cutscene, the pre-rendered cutscenes age. Because like now the actual game looks better than the cutscenes because I'm sure at the time the pre-rendered stuff looked better because you know they could pull stuff in for it and it wasn't like they didn't have to literally render everything into the scene. They could just make it part of a cutscene that they would then turn into a video, and then the video would just play. But now, because of the way that video compression works, that cutscene was probably in like 240p or maybe like 360p. So it gets blown up to 1920 by 1080 and looks like shit compared to the actual game, which does actually go up to 1080 now. Funny how that works. I guess they didn't realize that the technology would go like that, which is presumably why pre-rendered cutscenes are very much out of fashion now. Oh,
Aha! What's this? Why, it's a nice little precious juicy brain wrapped up in some sort of boy-shaped gobbledygook. Well, soon have all that excess tissue removed, and then we can slip that brain into something more comfortable. Shigar! That package General Oleander mentioned has arrived. Please take it up to the holding area and keep it fresh until I'm ready to stick in my thumb and pull out a plum.
I tried to warn you.
good man.
Listen, the man you're working for is a deranged lunatic.
I know. I hate him. But if I don't do what he says, he'll...
Cook your little turtle from the inside out. Shior, hostage situations like this are always extremely delicate. I'll have to extract Mr. Pokelope from his prison using my psychic powers. After which, this Lovato character should be fairly trivial to neutralize.
Yes, because once we get Mr. Pokilo back, he'll tell us what to do. He always tells me what to do.
Use my psychic powers.
Yes.
psychic.
I wish you were here right now so you could tell me what to do.
Thanks for the follow, Resdup.
Mia! Lily!
Raz, you came.
Of course I did. We gotta get you out of here.
Look! The coach must have lured Sasha and Mia here on official Psychonauts business and then ambushed them with sneezing powder. They're completely brainless.
I know. I saw their brains downstairs. Listen, first things first. I was thinking about what you said about us making out.
Yeah? Oh man, I'm so glad he showed up. I was just starting to feel slightly less phlegmy. Wait, he didn't just here. Ah! Get away from me.
Still kind of
Stop reading
an
my
invasion of
mind.
privacy and a little bit creepy.
Go rebrain Sasha
I will
and
say.
Mia so they can help us break this lock.
I think that there's an ethical quandary there in just reading someone's mind against their will. Ah, I can't use that. I can't throw this out. Oh wait. So Agent 9 sees us as like a mini Agent 9. Mia sees us as a little baby. Lily sees us as, I'm guessing, a hunk. Yeah, a cute boy. And Shigor sees us as Jesus. Okay. Oh, more brains.
Elton, what can I tell you? You were right. The old legends were true.
Jack, will you take Mr. Pokelope back to the camp and show him to everyone? No, Mr. Pokelope is going right in the pot.
Welcome back to the thinking world, Mikhail.
That was Mr. Burns. I bring you love. He's trying to love us. Kill him. I forget the exact line. Okay. So invisibility doesn't work. So how do we do it? Do we perhaps use our telekinesis abilities to pull Mr. Pokelope out of the room? Oh wait.
Can't get a good grip.
Oh. Okay. I get it, okay. I thought the idea there was like if I put the brain in the tank, a thing will happen. Use the cake.
Come on, Mr. Poke.
Thanks for the advice, chat, but also didn't ask for it. But thank you, though. But I didn't ask for it. But thanks.
Come on, Mr. Pokelope. Come and get your cake.
Now I can... Oh, he sees me as cake. It's okay, joystick. There you go, now Pokelope. So now can I just go back to the camp and not give back Pokelope? How do I go back down to the...
I don't want to crack open these smelling salts unless I'm in a mental world.
If you go back to the
And I
camp
really
now...
want to get out. They smell pretty bad.
Is the fastest way back to the camp going all the way down this way? Is there another way I can go back? Just call forward with the bacon. Okay.
I need to regroup.
Affirmative.
Oh! Thank you very much for that. I was about to waste a lot of my time and my viewers' time. Alright, let's show Pokeloke to Mr. Crawler.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
And I'm glad to see you made some new friends after all your old ones got the brains sucked out.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
Well, the good thing about you finding that kid's brain, besides the whole thinking and feeling they'll be able to do now, is that they will be adding their subconscious mental attention to your quest, and their energy will increase your mental health.
Oh, jeez, I didn't.
sounds great.
I forgot about that.
But is the surgery going to be dangerous?
Nothing's dangerous when you have the right tools.
Well, I guess we're gonna be pretty
Messy,
strong at the end of
yes,
this then,
but not dangerous.
because we
So
got
that's
like
why,
15
even
brains or
though
something.
She is a girl, and we are good friends. She is not technically my girlfriend.
Well, I can tell you one thing. My dad is never going to send me to this camp again. Where's Kitty? Never mind. I'll find her.
I think we've got Kitty's brain too.
So, as you can imagine, we are in some bad trouble.
Sounds like
Make
a
sure to
time
drink your
something
water,
bad
folks.
happened
Very
to our
important.
fine coach.
Well, let me tell you what our plan is.
Please, you have your plan.
As always, I
have
appreciate the
mine.
forehead
But
representation.
say no more.
And that's how the coach is planning to take over the world.
Wow, that is so not chill. Hey, where's Phoebe?
We're
You just
gonna
get the
be
one kid at
rebranding
camp
her
that
really soon.
definitely smokes
well, when
weed.
she comes out, she's gonna want to hit stuff. I better go wait by her drums.
Yeah, she's gonna want to hit stuff, right?
And so, long story short, we're hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
American Johnson's chatting with Destiny. I appreciate Destiny putting himself out to talk. I mean, I
And
know
that's
that
why we
he's
have to
willing to
find
debate
Lily
everyone,
right
but
away.
That is some
I know he was chatting with
crazy
Peter
stuff,
Coffey
guys.
and he's chatted with Michael
I'm
Brooks.
glad I was out for most of it. Well, with the world ending and everything.
American Johnson, I guess
probably
now.
Go see what girls want to make out one last time.
So I said, Brainer? I don't even know her.
Oh, we saved Pro Jared.
Crystal. So, any questions?
Is Elton okay?
Well, he'll be fully brained soon. I promise.
Howdy, Artemis.
When he comes out, tell him I'm waiting for him down by the docks, okay?
Hey, do you want to help us save the... Typical. So that's who's been kidnapping all the kids.
Oh man, I just want to burn that coach.
Hey, where's Quentin?
He's waiting for you at band practice.
Could you speak up?
Band name on my drums again.
The end.
Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna go get on the coach's radio and call for help.
See? Now
I don't
that's an
like the-
excellent idea. Why can't
I don't
everyone
like
be
that
so
her
helpful?
voice is just like
Yeah,
it should
I
sound like a
modified the
fish in a
antenna,
little.
So now it broadcasts
It should
straight
be like
into
blah,
outer
blah,
space.
blah, 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 blah. That just sounds like every other. That sounds like multiple other girl characters in the
Shut
camp.
my mouth. I better go patrol.
501, thank you for the follow, pal.
The women folk and all. Say, is my hombre walking around yet?
Sexist.
Not yet. But soon.
I just hope he forgives me for acting like such a dang fool.
And that's why finding your brain in particular was my highest priority.
You know, I'll bet if JT wasn't so distracted, this wouldn't have happened. He's probably with that prissy little show pony right now.
No. Actually, I think her mind's on other things at the moment.
Well, maybe I'll go see what's up. One of us at least should be guarding the sleeping quarters.
No, I promise you. He didn't drool at all.
Is Milka okay?
Yeah, she's waiting for you down by the docks.
Gotcha.
Hey, do you
Aw.
want to help us save
They're
her?
my favorite pairing.
Okay,
I like
let's make
Elton and
now all
Milka.
anyone thinks about in this place. And that is how I beat the hideous hulking lungfish of Lake Oblongata.
So, does the coach, does he have an evil sidekick? A yes man?
I wonder
Or
if
like
those
you?
kids will actually be
Anything?
villains in later entries of
Not
the
sure. Why?
game.
no
The
reason.
games.
Bye.
Psychonauts 2, they'll come back and be bad guys.
Scared.
Howdy, Sapphire.
I believe I was scared. You'd have to
Aw,
be a
thank you
fool
very
not
much, pal.
to. But the trick is
Milka.
to never let
I said
them see you
Milka.
sweat.
Is it not Milka?
Oh, I guess that's what those squirrels were trying to tell me.
Huh?
They kept saying the tiny man is gonna kill everyone.
I love you, Dogan.
I thought they were talking about me. Oh man, I have to go apologize.
That's a good question. But I didn't taste it, so I don't
Someone's
really know the
dancing on
answer for
over.
sure.
Well,
Hello.
if Brain Tank
Say
cannot
hello to
repair
Brit,
it,
chat.
we'll be sorry.
Brit's wearing
We
a
can go
llama
find
shirt
Tiny
today.
Boss, see what he's planning.
I'm random.
Llamas
And
are
the
very
lungfish
random.
ate me and we
Hi.
became best
Lemonade.
friends.
Cheese.
Oh my god.
I know.
I mean, oh my god!
Doing
I know.
dishwasher.
Oh, no problem.
Yes, and because you
How's
got
this
your
going?
brain stolen.
Pretty
I
good.
didn't
After
guess.
this,
I do.
we can probably have our salads.
Aha! I knew
And I'll
it.
figure out what I want to
Well,
watch next.
You're wrong. Have fun dying.
Best character.
And so that's what happened to your brain.
Wow, what an amazing story.
No, wait, this is the best
I mean,
character.
that is a really, really good story. And you know
What
the
is that
best
hat he's
part is?
wearing?
I'm
I feel like
in.
I've seen that
I
hat.
better go write that whole thing down before we all get killed.
And that's how I earned all my merit badges.
OMG! I feel so stupid for
I'm
throwing
kind of
myself
scared
off
to
the
see what these characters
wall.
look like
What?
when in like high
Why'd you
definition.
throw yourself off?
Like, how does she look in her updated?
Listen, I
Is that an eye?
The world could use some
She has an
major
eyeball in her
reaching
mouth.
right about now.
She had a giant eyeball in her mouth.
What is the current situation?
Okay.
I'd better go.
Top Gun?
So is all the kids just around camp now, or how do I show them all Pokélog? And yeah, okay. Telekinesis range has been extended. Whoa, yeah, I definitely have a decent amount of health now. Well, I don't think I'll be struggling too much with the game now. Now I can get a few more level ups too. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess it was worth saving up. Do I have any more? Okay, I need to get more challenge markers or the little eyeball parts. So one moment. I'll go do that. I actually need to pee real quick. But see you in a sec, chat. While I'm gone, for my next video, can you think of a cop story, cop media, in which the cop does not, at any point in the story, break the rules to get their crook? Think about it. All right. What did you come up with, chat? The Star Chamber. It's actually about a judge who hates due process, letting criminals get away, learning that due process actually matters. Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz is the one that I would think of. Although I guess that one's somewhat disputable because he ends up technically breaking the rules by going after other cops, although the only reason he does that is because those cops have broke the rules. So that gets interesting.
Yes.
Alright, so let's go look for some folks and show Mr. Pokeloke. And then we'll buy some stuff and then go. Unless they're all holed up in one specific part of the summer camp. Oh no, they're over there. They're pretty much just where they were before, it seems like.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokeloke.
Jesus Christ.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokeloke.
They're really going at it. That's uncomfortable.
Hi.
Please look at my turtle. I see that you're making love. Please look at my turtle.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokeloke.
Greetings, Mr. Pokelope. Stay away from the canoes, and we won't have any problems. Understand?
I'm just gonna run around camp and show off.
Don't worry, Mr. Pokelope. I'll get you back to Shigor right away.
He didn't. He didn't. No one's killed by him, but he does attack. I mean, you can't. I don't think you could argue he doesn't commit any crimes.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
Oh, Mr. Pokelope. I wish I had a hard shell like yours around my heart.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
Mister.
If I said kills, then you're right. Sorry.
Female friends you could introduce me to?
Pig.
Red flag. Huge red flag. Females. Oh.
Don't worry, Mr. Pokelope. Don't worry, Mr. Pokelope. I'll get you back. I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
Hey, little turtle. Careful with that crown if you do any stage diving, okay?
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
Okay, Mr. Turtle. This next song is going out to you.
Do I get a unique thing from each of the students? Okay. Ooh. I actually think you do. Wow, that's like a lot of effort they put in there. So like, I don't know why she imagines him as a guy wearing a scarf, but she imagines him as, what's that, a bundle of sticks? I think that's just because she has like fire powers, so she imagines you as that. But what do you see us as? Oh, you're not even looking. Wait, what is that? An ear, lending an ear.
No, I can't mess around with Mr. Pokelope.
Oh,
I've got to give him back to Shigor
Gotta
right
work
away.
a little turtle with a crown into the story somehow.
Hey, anything?
Take a... Ah, now here's
Can I afford
something
anything?
Now,
Oh, this.
Now, you take that side
Take
cord. Alrighty then. What else can I do you for?
Take it.
Excellent choice. What else can I do you for? Now, you
I'll
take
take
that
it.
side. Excellent choice. What else can
I don't
do
really
you
care
for?
about getting... as much as the mental magnet would be good, I don't feel like grinding for it, so whatever.
Come on back.
Yeah, she sees you as a bonfire because you're a... what do you call it? She has like very heightened fire powers. Hey chat, if you lived in the Psychonauts world, what psychic power would you like to have a special attunement for? I think of the ones here, I'd probably like to be really good at... Levitation would be pretty cool. I'd like to be able to fly around, I guess. Clairvoyance would be cool too. Maybe telekinesis. I wouldn't really go with invisibility. Pyrokinesis, definitely not. I think that would be more trouble than it's worth. I don't like to confuse people. Shield, I think shield would have limited usage. I mean, I imagine there'd be a few specific circumstances where it'd be really useful, but in general, don't know. Maybe telekinesis. Not marksmanship either, because I don't like offensive things. I like things that could be used for practical purposes, like levitation. I can just fly around with levitation. Whereas, like, things like pyrokinesis, I can't really see much in the way of good utility for that. I feel like you would end up just causing trouble with it. Yeah, telekinesis or levitation, probably. Clairvoyance does seem cool, but... maybe telekinesis would be one of those things that would, like, stress me out too much. Because I'd be thinking too much about, you know, what other people think of me and all that. If it was clairvoyance. Because I would know exactly what everyone thinks of me, and I think that can be pretty... what do you see me as?
Yo!
It's kind of tough because they're just staring at each other. Oh wait, no, are they looking over here? No girls? Is that what she sees me as? And then what does he see me as? A girl? No, wait. He sees me as no girls allowed? I thought they liked girls. I thought that his whole thing was that he was like a ladies' man. What do you see me as? A bug. Okay. What does this cat see me as? A little bunny. Hey! What does the squirrel see me as? Squirrel! Come back! Oh, wait. Nearly. Can't work it out. There! Come on! Someone in chat probably knows. Oh, Nil sees you as not a girl. Okay, I get it. I thought that he was saying, like, he didn't like girls or something.
Children, please remember not to pet or feed the animals at Whispering Rock. The titanium in the food chain has caused numerous psychic mutations, and the animals
I need to
you
kill this
encounter,
thing.
especially at night, might be more dangerous than the
Jesus,
kind you
how
have
strong's
back
this thing?
home.
There you go. Oh god. Now I just feel bad. Alright, anyone down here? Oh wow! I did not pick up on all these cards that were going around. Hang on. Half the scavenger hunt. I don't know what you get from the scavenger hunt. But is it just you get a few rank ups for it or something? Doesn't look like there's any kids over here. Yeah, I think that I just couldn't get to a lot of this stuff because.
Now wire
Oh,
the other end to the gas tank. Oh, hello, Rasputin.
What are you guys doing?
Taking care of business. The fewer questions you ask, the better.
what day is Ollie's Shakespeare stream? I'm definitely gonna check that out. I wonder if they have any guests on. He sees me as rich. Why does he see me as rich? I forget what his
Hey,
characterization
want to
is.
help me save the world?
We are. This is how we handle things in my family.
And the Russian guy, unfortunately. Oh wait. Come on. Just sees me as a dude. I guess they didn't really think of much for that one. Or maybe a simple man. Because that was kind of a simple art style. That's so interesting though that they were willing to get out, like make unique ones for almost every kid as a mobster. Why do you think that I'm a mobster? That's like the amount of art that must have been produced just for these little random Easter eggs. I appreciate it, but I also feel like that must be a situation where resources were mishandled a little bit. I don't know. Because surely they could have done something a little bit more crucial than just this.
An eager one. Eager to learn, I wonder, or just eager to play?
Sir, I am here to learn, sir.
You're here to train hard?
Yes, sir.
Develop a skill?
Yes, sir.
I didn't even know this
Part of a
cutscene
noble
existed.
team,
Yes.
Yes, to become...
Yes.
A janitor.
No. What? I'm here to be a psychonaut.
Yeah, mishandled development. Because didn't this game also take quite a long time to produce too? And when it went over budget. Although I think isn't it like every Double Fine game ends up going over budget. So she sees me as a footballer, and he sees they both see me as footballers.
Hey, wanna help me say?
Alright, have a look at Pokelope.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
3 cheers for Mr. Pokelope! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
3 cheers
Okay.
Mr. Crow, there's a big mess you gotta help.
Really?
People are missing. Won't you help?
I'm a janitor. Let me know when somebody drops.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
Hello, Mr. Pokelope. And don't crap on my floor. I just mop.
Fuck those kids. Imagine a game studio fixing their mistakes. They don't have to crunch development on games. Ah! What do you see me as, Mr. Bear? A picnic basket. There you go. Wait, what's this area? There's graves here? I don't know the context for these. I guess the bears killed them. Well, I'm glad we're getting the opportunity to look around now, because we didn't really do that earlier. This is interesting, actually. Wait, what? C-word? The parking garage kids? Oh, yeah, my mistake. Oh, well. It says RIP. Oh, crap. The worst word. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Weird that the panther thing seems to be stronger than the bear. Bear goes down pretty easy. All told. Maybe I should like root around a little bit more because I have enough to rank up yet again. Take that. I could probably afford... If I just grab what I can grab, then I'll probably still be able to afford all the rank ups I need. Because you have to buy the little eye things. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, there's tons of tiny little Easter eggs in this game that I really appreciate, but I understand that in terms of development, those are the sorts of things that usually get left out. It's the same reason that there aren't really cheat codes in games anymore. Or at least a bit. As far as I'm aware, it's a big part of the reason there's no cheat codes. It's just like, it's resource time that could be spent on much more key features. Nope. Does it go up to 100? Yeah, it's one of the weirder ones that get left out. Usually there is like a no clip or a god mode in a lot of games, but I guess there's also a prestige element to it where they just don't want players to see the nuts and bolts of all their games a lot of the time. The Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. Got him. Oh. Ah, a big bone. I fully accept my cancellation. Can I set this thing on fire? Does anything happen if I do this? Nope. Fair enough. Now, where are the other kids? Oh. Okay.
Yay, Mr. Cruller!
We're gonna go by the geodesic isolation chamber, right? Does this do anything? No. Oh! What was that? See, that's like a more classic PS1 platformer thing, or like a PS1 game thing. Was like, oh, if you do all the fires. Oh. If you do all the fires, then it will make you scream. I'm not sure how to avoid damage from this panther. Maybe I just have to do the shield? There you go. Brute force it. That's the real way. I just want to grab everything up while I have the opportunity to. All good over here. I think this is the area next. I just want to grab that thingy over there. Then we're good. No, wait, is that lake? Is that the lake? Or the geodesic? Yeah, this is it. Geodesic psycho-isolation chamber. I think that's... No, there's the main camp area where you start the game in. I can also check that out.
Mr. Cruller, you gotta help.
What?
Won't you?
I'm a ranger.
Hey, check it out. I'm halfway done with the scavenger hunt.
Holy smokes, look at that! Well then, here's the first half of your reward.
Where the adults never take you seriously, as far as the Pennywise thing. Super Chain Blast. Your Chain Blast can now hit up to 6 enemies in a row. Jesus. Okay.
Now don't be lazy. Finish that list. Get!
Won't you help?
I'm a ranger. I got enough problems wrangling these
Oh, you
leaves.
just go through the
Now
hole.
get!
Nearly got enough for the magnet thing. Any kids out over here? Probably not. Grab this thing over here. I know there's a bear out here. Oh, there he is. Just gonna go ahead and murder everything that lives in this forest.
Nope. Still won't budge. Nope. Still
I will use telekinesis.
won't budge. Nope. Nope. Still won't budge. Nope. Still won't budge. Nope. Still won't budge. I'm not. Man, it's what. Nope.
Oh.
Still won't budge.
Put something on here. Get something to push it up. I can figure it out. I'm pretty smart. This is kind of interesting how... Oh! Now I have to do the invisibility thing, I guess. Got him. think we're nearly done with that scavenger hunt now, aren't we? What we got? Where's the scavenger hunt? Here you go. Yeah, only got 3 left. And now we only have 2 left. If anyone knows where the remaining 2 are, I guess you can say if you'd like. So we don't have to spend all day scurrying around to figure out where the last one was that I missed. As we can see by the shape of their skulls, video games do in fact cause mass shootings. So yeah, I made a pretty hard shift in what I was working on. Oh hey, this is the thing. I was going to be working on a video on animal metaphors as they relate to oh shit. Animal racism metaphors. Because I think it's like a neat concept, and you see it a lot in especially animated fiction. You have stuff like Zootopia, and there's a cool anime movie I've watched called You Are Umasu, which is about dinosaurs. And then, you know, you see in all sorts of stuff. American Tail kind of does that with like the Jews being represented by mice, and obviously that goes back to like Morse or Mouse. I think it's just pronounced mouse actually. No. Don't know why I said it that way. The graphic novel. But a lot of the time it's not quite thought out. So it lends itself to a certain reading that's like clearly not what was intended. Zootopia being the primest example of that, where, you know, characterizing predators as... shit, I'm gonna get set on fire. No, I'm okay. Characterizing... like the equivalent of black people as literal predator animals is well, it leads to a few issues. But anyway, while I was watching Zootopia, what I also noticed was, holy shit, the amount of blatant police corruption that is normalized in these stories is like really out there. So then me and Britt ended up watching the Starsky and Hutch remake, just because I remembered it pretty fondly. That has multiple of the same things too, because I think the show kind of had that, the original Starsky and Hutch show. A lot of kind of normalizing of police bending the rules or technically doing things that they absolutely shouldn't be doing, like holding criminal charges, the threat of criminal charges against criminals to get information, or working alongside the mob to get information. It's like stuff that's really messed up. But obviously in the context of the narratives, they make it acceptable, right? It's like the Thermian argument comes into play, where it's like, you can't say that this is, it's necessarily wrong because, like, oh, in the context of the story, they only push the boundaries on people that we as an audience know are definitely the criminals. But, you know, that's not how due process works. You don't generally have a magical eye that allows you to see the criminal do the crime that then justifies unfair treatment. It's more about how why the storyteller chose to frame the story in this way, rather than saying, oh, the cop in this story is bad. Right? It's kind of like the Marvel stuff, where the Marvel films are not necessarily about saying, oh, Tony Stark is evil or something. Because as I said in the video, you know, whatever we might criticize Tony Stark for in the real world, it's all justified in the context of the text, so it's its own weird thing.
And so I'm really sorry for not believing you.
Yuri Kuma Arashi. I have not heard of that. The same director as Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant, which is something I still need to see. Yeah, I know that is actually something that cops do, but, you know. Whoa. So Dogen just sees me as a floating hat? Okay, Dogen. Please don't hurt Mr. Pokelope.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
Hi, I like your hat.
Well, there you go. Oh, now I can see what they... Okay. The squirrel just sees us as a monkey man. Is that all the kids? No, wait, here's a couple.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
Glad you finally got a friend.
Got him.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
My dad bought me a bigger turtle than that for my birthday.
She sees this as a bug. Does every girl in this camp just see us as a bug?
No, I can't mess around with Mr. Pokelope. I've got to give him back. No, I can't mess. Hey, want to help me save the world?
It's time to circle the wagons, partner. That's the best plan right now. I'm busy patrolling the homestead, with my partner Chops riding shotgun.
I definitely want to watch Revolution of Gilda Turner. Isn't it also a big inspiration for Steven Universe? Which is also something I kind of like. He sees us as a cowboy. What do you see us? As a hockey player. Okay. I guess he likes hockey. Anyone in here? Where's the bullies at? I haven't seen them yet. Alright, but this does mean that we have one thing left in the scavenger hunt. So once again, if anyone knows where I can find the what's this? Some kind of locket? The gold watch. Let me know so that we can just grab that and then move on for the last part of the game. There they are.
Hey, want to help me save the world?
That's what we're doing! Duh! Chloe has some friends who she's calling, who are gonna kick the coach's ass!
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
Turtles are stupid!
Cancelled.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Pokelope.
You know, turtles are just visitors from another galaxy who never left. Their shells are actually atmospheric re-entry heat shields.
The MCU is a sore spot for me. I just can't really connect with MCU Peter Parker at all. It feels so surface level. I don't know. I like him. So he sees us as a target. And she sees us as an alien. Neat. Alright, now where's that gold watch? The one thing we're still missing. I don't know where the kid with the big ears went either. So I've been to all the areas now, I'm pretty sure. Oh. Didn't spot that. Oh wait, what? There you go. I'm searching my brain to see if I can think of somewhere where I might have left it. On top of the statue outside the asylum?
Where would...
I don't need to... Because I need to go to the main lodge to buy a bunch of things. But chances are high that this panther is going to kill me. Because I'm not really sure how to dodge it. At least I speed up while I'm on fire. There's always an upside. Oh, that's kind of annoying that I have to go to the asylum to do this. Jack, I see Bubsy 3D and full playthrough funds. Please reconsider. Well, only if people give me that much money.
Now, you take that psi core there, put it together with 9 psi cores. Sold to the big-headed kid with the gloves. What else can I do you for? Excellent choice. What else can I do you for? Excellent choice. What else can I do you for? Now here. Now, dream fluffs. Delicious nutrition.
I don't know why I bought that. That's going to be a complete waste.
Take it.
Sold to the big-headed kid with the gloves. What else can I do you for?
Because I'm going to get killed by that panther and then immediately use that up.
Oh, I thought you stopped. No. Let's go.
Oh, wait. Have I not been in this room? Okay, I have. Alright, well, other than that, I think we're good. I prefer Spider-Man without Iron Man involved, really. His solo stories are nice. I mean, I like the sort of father figure plot line with Peter, I do think it fits him because it's like basically elaborating on the Uncle Ben arc, right? Peter's desire for a father figure that has always been pretty, at least as far as a lot of the media I've seen of him, has always been there in the background, like the fact that Peter kind of wants a father figure. Seagull sees me as an evil cat. Let's summon our friend, the fish lady.
What's up, Linda?
It'll take ages till we get to it anyway, even if the funds are reached. Sekiro and New Vegas. Yeah, we do need to get through Sekiro. In fairness, does Sekiro take that long? I thought you could do a playthrough of Sekiro fairly quickly. I mean, Resident Evil 2 only took us like, what's that, 4 days? We did, I think, 4 streams. It was 2 streams for Leon, 2 streams for, what's her name? What is her name? Claire. There we go. Alright, so now we can go deal with that. And I think that is pretty much it, isn't it? I'll donate the DLCs if he says without.
What's up, Linda?
New Vegas with or without the excellent DLCs? Oh, with the DLCs. Listen, New Vegas is not complete without the DLCs. The DLCs are like what makes New Vegas a fantastic story. Like the main narrative is good. I would say the main narrative is sort of like it sets the stage. Like the core game's narrative is good in terms of like establishing the characters. It feels like a good first half of a story. But then all the shit with Ulysses, that is what makes New Vegas a great game. I think you need the DLCs to have like the proper New Vegas experience. If we manage to get up to the point of the paying for New Vegas, I'm gonna be doing a lot of streaming, I think, if we do that, because I love New Vegas and I love all of the stories. Maybe I'll be a dickhead though. Maybe I'll do the bad karma things just to change things up a little bit. I'll think about it. Depends what my viewers want, I guess. Do you guys want me to be a bad karma boy, or just do what I do with every playthrough and just be a nice boy the whole time? I love Dead Money. Sorry friend. I really like Dead Money. I love how it changes the experience. The characters in Dead Money are so good. Dead Money has like 3 of the best characters in all of New Vegas. Was it Christine, the mute girl? She's really cool because it's like you get a whole character just through the little text boxes. Okay.
I don't have enough psi cards to make a new psi challenge marker.
You get the what's his name? The guy, the ghoul guy. You get Dog and God. So good, so good. Be addicted to bad guys. How much do we need for New Vegas still? I mean, you guys can see in the corner of the screen there. Yeah, it's down here. I can't actually see it from where I am right now unless I maximize that, but at the top of the screen is how much money we currently have made.
Where would you like me to take
Yeah, we're $35 off of hitting that. And then I will add New Vegas to the poll of potential games. We need to go to wherever the Ranger is, which is... He's at the Geodesic Isolation Chamber, isn't he? The gameplay experience... See, the thing for me is I agree the gameplay experience is a much more grueling experience because you're very limited in your options. And you sort of have to focus a lot more on things like stealth. But I think it's just... It was a... For me, at least, it was an appreciated change. Because if you're playing New Vegas... wait, hang on a sec. Is it around here? Oh, there he is, yeah. Dead Money... If you're playing New Vegas, For the most part, you're going to be playing the game the same way, like the same basic gameplay style in terms of how you, like, the weapons you use, how you're shooting stuff and all that. It's going to be the same for, like, over 100 hours if you play it with all the DLCs and everything. So having dead money that radically shifts the experience, for me, I really appreciated. It did make me feel a lot more desperate.
I don't think anyone's ever done the whole thing before.
But
Yeah,
I actually
hold
appreciated
still.
that change
This
up.
might hurt.
Now, that's in stark contrast to Operation Anchorage, the Fallout 3 DLC, which is the worst way of doing that, where it strips everything away and then just becomes this really standard FPS experience that we're just like, no thank you. Do I play hardcore? No. I'm not good enough to play hardcore. But if you want, maybe I can do hardcore for the stream. You guys want me to do hardcore is just you need to eat and drink, and ammo takes up weight, right? Yeah, you want me to do hardcore mode if I do a Fallout New Vegas stream? Ferocious aura. Enemies who get knocked back will now take damage. Okay.
Congratulations. Now get.
Won't you help?
I'm a ranger. I got enough problems wrangling these leaves. Now get.
It's unfortunate. I'm one away from another rank up, but I guess we're not gonna get quite there.
Where?
Oh wait, hang on a sec. Now I just need to pull out the bacon, right?
Hey, shh.
That part of my mind is one. Another part of my mind is
Wow.
well, you could now.
Wait, what? Oh no.
I need.
Can I go? Can I not tell him that I'm ready to continue on with the mission or something? Hang on. I'm pretty sure that I can just go up to him over here and say I'm ready to get back on the field. And then we can finally get this
What is?
finished up. Yep.
I'm ready to go back in.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay.
Where?
Yeah.
This is your chat. You did this. Oh, okay. There's an elevator at the bottom. Thank fuck for that. Jesus Christ. Sapphire 918, thank you. Oh, I was having like Vietnam flashbacks. Guy at place.
Do a melee build in New Vegas, Avinta.
I'm very much up for a melee build. Thank you very much, Guy at place. $35 donation. What a good friend. Can everyone give a hearty thank you to Guy at place and someone give him a subscription? Something. But yeah, thank you very much for that, pal. Alright, well I'll add that to the list then. I will say the next thing is still going to be Outer Wilds, because that was the original plan. And I want to really play that before I get spoiled on it. But after that, yeah, New Vegas is going to go up on the list in terms of next games to play. Melee playthrough is OP as fuck. I don't think I've done a New Vegas. I did a Fallout 3 melee playthrough, but never with New Vegas. That'd be fun. Melee, good guy, hardcore. Okay.
That's right, baby.
I'll put it to a poll, but I think I'll probably go with melee, good guy. Melee, good guy, hardcore.
Now here's what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah, this will be fun. I'm looking forward to that now. I love New Vegas. Want to know where the best melee weapon in the game is? No. I want that to stay. I want that to be part of the experience.
Dr. Lovato, I have a new brain for you.
I'm sure someone will end up spoiling it anyway in chat, but I'd rather not.
That's what you always say.
Big ups to Good Guy Melee, yeah.
No, this one is really special.
I think the bad guy playthroughs tend to just get dull.
I'll get to it right
Make
after
that my
I'm
next
done with
video
this
title.
experiment.
Melee Good Guy Hardcore. That's my rap name.
Don't worry, baby. Just make sure I get put in that old tank, and Daddy will take care of business.
I can't watch.
Wait, is that Mr. Pokeloke's brain?
Don't worry,
So,
Mr. Pokeloke.
Did you
I'll
say
guide your
they
body and
knew
get
I
your
was
brain
coming?
back. Yeah, that little army man ought to be here any second.
Excellent. There it is. Good work, Shigor. Now all we have to do is get it in the brain tank somehow.
I already did that. But I guess I'll do it again.
Careful there now. If we could just get my beautiful mind into that tank's brain chamber. Careful there now. It's time to make the soup.
That is a big brain. His brain is big. Fuck me.
Mr. Pokeloke, he's my king.
That was hardcore.
Nice and easy.
You're so funny, Mr.
I've used Clairvoyance and everyone, yeah. I haven't used it on Mr. Pokeloke.
Someone does.
I mean, he survives, but that seems incidental to throwing him off of a fucking 50-story building.
That's a very advanced procedure. How did you know how to do it?
Well, I've studied it a little. But Shigor here knows more about handling brains than anyone I've ever met.
Really? You know, I've been thinking about getting a lab
Is Shigor in the new game?
Shigor, darling, do you know where all of the other children's brains are?
Well, if you can lead us to them,
Let's go, Tara
we can
Strong.
bring them back to their owners immediately.
Ahem.
Immediately after we break young Miss Zanado here out of her restraints.
Uh-oh. Oh shit, I was about to do the Clairvoyance thing. I didn't realize that this activated the thing.
That thing gave me a
Oh well.
colic. Coach Oleander's gonna burn.
At least he never got inside your brain. It's going to take me weeks to get my rhythm
Anyone
back.
here have a cowlick?
You have surprised us yet again.
think I had one at one point.
cannot thank you enough for what you've done.
Hey, all in a day's work for a psychonaut.
Now my hair's just sad all the time.
Hey, the Psychonauts should be so lucky to get someone like Raz. The brain he's got in there
Is 1 in a million. Thanks to all of you for bringing it straight to my door.
Oleander.
You took all my friends' brains. You turned an innocent fish into a giant monster. You stole all the teachers, derailing my education. And you kidnapped my girlfriend.
Rasputin, this fight is too big for you.
Back home, I had to clean up after the elephants. So trust me, I know how to take care of this ugly little pile of...
Kids, let the grown-ups handle this.
You tall people.
Heightism, yet again. Is Coach Oleander actually the bagel guy? Welcome to Game Theory. Is Coach Oleander the original video game incel? Welcome to Game Theory.
Uh-oh, this looks bad. Ah, well, that's good. Someone must have turned off the gas long ago.
Oh, here's what my poor flowers need. A little water.
Oof.
Oh no, I spilled all my turpentine and acetone.
Edgar, get out of there! You're the most well-adjusted person there.
Hey, Boyd! Long time no see!
Oh, Mr. Orderly. I did not see you there. I was just taking a little therapeutic walk in the moonlight.
Relax. The asylum's closed. We can all go home.
Leave? Here?
Yeah, this place is for crazy people. And I don't know about you, but I ain't crazy no more.
I have to tell you,
Some interesting messaging going on here.
Maybe it is time for us all to move on.
What do you think, boys?
It's a cute
Ready to
cutscene.
blow this popsicle stand?
Yes! Yes! Burn it down! Yes!
The milkman has completed his route. You guys want to split a cab?
Burn it to the ground! Yeah! Watch it all burn.
And the crib wasn't even that clean. I mean, what do I have to do to get those guys to take me seriously?
When are you going to shut up and kiss me?
Jack Saint says, fuck the mistreatment of the mentally ill. Let's make out with our girlfriend.
Surrender.
The Psychonauts have a word for people who turn on their own.
Ha! I don't need the Psychonauts anymore. I'm making my own army. Got a word for that?
Yeah. Gazoon tight.
Wow.
Wow.
Her eyeballs are like bigger than his head. I feel like I'd find that somewhat unnerving in a partner. Boyd says neurodivergent rights. At some point I was thinking of doing a video on 90s cartoons again, where instead I talk about mental health. And I was thinking of either calling it how 90s cartoons handled mental health, how 90s cartoons handled mental illness, or how 90s cartoons handled neurodivergence. I'm curious which title I think reads the best. Because the thing about, I think neurodivergence is probably the closest to what I want to talk about, but I worry that people won't know what neurodivergence means, because it's not as popular a term as like mental illness. So, I don't know, but maybe using neurodivergence would be good in terms of helping popularize the term. I want to think about it a little bit.
Well, you'd be surprised, Nine. This one's been acing all my extra credit exams.
I beat the coach once already, and I can do it again.
Darling, that was just a remote projection of the coach. He wasn't as strong as he would be if he were to appear in the real world.
TV?
He's brain dead.
Where's his brain?
Oh, probably stuck in one of his plans to take over the world somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Hey, how's the weather down there?
Hope they reset my health. Because I'm pretty sure I had like 2 hit points.
Ah, finally. Alone at last, eh, Rasputin?
Glad you're finally picking on someone your own size.
Yes, I've been dying for a chance to pick your brain.
That's always the tough thing, is sometimes you want to be clear. Sometimes you want to be as clear as possible, but then also you get the impulse to sort of mess with the title a little bit to make it more clear to the audience what you're talking about. Because a lot of the times when you put stuff on like Reddit or Twitter, people will share it based on the title, like whether or not they agree with the title, which I guess it is beneficial to the... Oh. Which I guess is beneficial in terms of the, what do you call it? Oh, there you go. in terms of this cop video, where it's like, oh, I also dislike cops, so I guess I'll like this video. You know what I mean? Oh, my mistake. Do I have to hit that part? No. Maybe I can just shoot that part? I'll think about it. Let me work this one out, chat.
Can't get a good grip.
Do you think there was any ADHD representation in this game? Like in terms of any of the characters whose brains you go into? Come on, nearly there.
Can't get a good grip.
Shit.
Can't get a good grip.
Come on. I'm sure there's something else I should be doing right now, but let me just try this. Alright, well I guess that's not the thing to do then. Fire? Aha! Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, so now I can throw this over with telekinesis. There you go. I get the idea. I think how 90s cartoons handle mental health and neurodivergence would probably just be a little bit too long of a title. Imo. Oh, well, I guess that was completely pointless. One more time, and then we can get in that brain hole, and then I have to pee again. I hope that there's some kind of ADHD representation in the next game. That'd be cool. It seems like there was a lot of like OCD representation. There we go.
Super sneezing powder.
Try not to sneeze. Have to hold it in.
It seems like maybe was it I think Mia might be the only character in the game whose brain you go into who's actually fairly well adjusted.
TV. Oh, this is just great.
Because
Now
Agent
when I
9 is like hyper compartmentalized everything. And obviously Coach Oleander has his own weird shit going on. Although, that said, you know, well-adjusted. What does that really even mean? Everyone's got shit in their brain that they need to deal with.
What are you doing in
Howdy there, Spinach King. How's it going, pal?
How did you get in my happy meadow? Nobody's supposed to know about it. You didn't tell my dad about it, did you? Oh, that's him! Oh no!
It's time for the meat circus. You ready for the meat circus, folks? Get hyped for the meat circus. The part of the game that everyone loves. I'm just going to go ahead and retweet for that. To let everyone know, we're at the meat circus. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Psychonauts, the meat circus is a pretty famous part of the game, which involves... hang on a sec. It was pretty despised when it first came out, when the game first came out. It was just considered like a really... frustrating part of the game. I think that there's been certain design changes made that make it a little bit more bearable for the PC version.
The circus I remember from my childhood was definitely
Harvester?
not made of meat.
I don't know what Harvester is.
The last time I checked.
No! No! Little buddy, don't go in there! That's a bad place! That's a bad place for bunnies!
Coach Oleander's story is really sad.
I need the steamer trunk tag for this guy.
It helps you realize that the true villain of this story, as with all stories, is toxic masculinity. So right now, the reason you're in a meat circus is because your brain and Coach Oleander's brain have gotten mixed together. So obviously there's the circus aspect, which is all just Raz's shit. But then, turns out Oleander has his own things going on. Mostly relating to his childhood. Okay. Oh, you just throw it all at this guy at the end here? Okay. I didn't realize that was there. Is that something that was added later on? I don't remember that. So yeah, his dad was a butcher. And it turns out Oleander had much the same traumas that you did. I actually need to pee real bad. So 1 second. Capitalism is also the bad guy, but for different reasons. Okay. Let's roll. And as we all know, the true hero of the game is veganism.
We saved the bunny! If he just hold still, I could catch him and hide him from my dad! He runs a butcher shop. He wants to make food out of them.
Oh, that's right. Maury's old man was a butcher. It looks like your childhood memories of the circus got all mixed up with his childhood memories of his dad's butcher shop.
My memories were
I can
bad
see
enough.
Jurassic Park and Star Wars
This
happening,
is
but Lord of the
just
Rings.
gross.
Sorry, someone catch me up on what's being discussed here. Avengers Endgame definitely toxic masculinity.
With your brains all scrambled like this, what happens to him happens to you.
Ah! Help!
So I think they might have given the kid more health, for instance, because it's kind of a what's it called? A companion? I forget what it's called.
Can't get a good grip.
Right, get your bunny, kid. There you go.
Oh, I got you, Mr. Bunny.
Escort quest, that's right. Yeah, it's not super fun.
My face! Ow!
Wait, what? Where is he?
Help!
Where? Oh.
Ow!
Oh.
Don't run, or else Daddy's gonna kill you!
Yeah, I'm on. Get bunny.
Oh, I got you, Mr. Bunny!
You can also confuse the bunny. Oh, good tip. I haven't actually used the confusion bomb for much of anything. I think I've still got the dream fluff too. Yeah, they reset his health too. I'm not sure if that was something that they did originally.
Hey, that hurts!
The worst thing about the Dream Circus is this fucking ghost dude who's going after you the entire level.
Hey, that hurts! My face!
There we go. I don't think I need to do the confusion thing right now, but it's a good thing to keep in mind. Rasputin. Rasputin. Hang on, can I do the voice right? Rasputin. That's pretty much exactly how it went. Oh shit. Why did I suddenly forget that I was under time constraints?
My face! Hey, that hurts!
No! Ooh.
Hey, that hurts!
Get up there.
Hey, that hurts!
Getting all the figments seems really annoying too.
hurt you?
But the bunny was hurt.
Oh, I got you, Mr. Bunny.
I think maybe a big part of it is just that the kid's kind of annoying too. Oh wait, hang on a sec. How do you see me, weird bunny guy? As a carrot? Okay. I actually need to check and see how the kid sees me. How do you see me? As a target, okay. Can I just fly all the way over there? Yes.
We did it! We saved all the bunnies! Now it's time for the main event.
Gen eat?
Come on!
I have no idea what that word is. So is this a Raz memory or an Oleander memory? Oleander memory. Guys, please go vegan. I'm not a vegan myself, but I'm a vegetarian. Well, I eat fish sometimes. If you can afford it. Obviously, if you can't, whatever. I don't like animals being hurt. I get why it happens, but... Oh! Pescatarian, yeah. That's the special word. I ain't no furry. Yeah, obviously if you have health problems too, whatever, it's fine. I just think that if you're able to, it's not. If you're able to, when you because it's not that expensive to be vegan, or at least to be vegetarian. I don't know. It's one of the few forms of individual activism that I personally like. Because I know it doesn't mean too much, but it definitely doesn't weigh nearly as much on my conscience. I've always been like a big animal, because my mum is like way into animal rights. She was vegetarian a long time before I was. And I don't know. I have a weird amount of empathy for animals. I mean, I like to think I have a lot of empathy for people too, but I don't know. Well, if meat dishes weren't so important to my family, Mexican food isn't really vegetarian either. I mean, you can. I definitely get a lot of Mexican vegetarian food, like beans, and we make a lot of bean burritos and things like that, and a lot of rice dishes. And I don't know. I get what you mean though. Why does it keep doing this? I find that when I go to any, like, as far as restaurants go, I find Mexican to be the easiest one to find vegetarian options in. Personally. Or among the easiest. Indian food is very easy to go vegetarian with. Indian food's easy. What is it? Japanese food, if you're willing to eat fish, it's really easy, but it tends to be pretty easy to eat vegetarian with Japanese cuisine. Mexican food's pretty easy.
The monsters are gone now. The bunnies are safe. We're all safe.
American food's really hard to be vegetarian with. Like if you go to a steakhouse, right?
Your dad?
Places like that. They'll just give you, they'll have some fucking shit vegetarian burger option. They'll charge you $15 for a $2 piece of frozen veggie patty that they throw in the microwave. Or you can eat fries that have beef fat all over them anyway. Oh. I mean, carnitas are, in fairness, absolutely delicious. I don't think there's any dispute in that. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I remember. You just gotta wait for him to, and then you can... They probably shouldn't have had that play the entire level. How does alpaca taste, if anyone here has had alpaca? Yeah, I like the design of the butcher guy.
Bunny.
It's a shame that I think this area of the game was clearly just underdeveloped. Hence why the meat circus was so frustrating for a lot of people, and this boss is really simple in a lot of ways. I mean, that boss fight there didn't even involve any of the mechanics we've learned over the course of the game. It was literally just wait until you can attack and then punch him. It's like, you could have had that boss fight at the start of the game, right? Nothing you have learned over the course of the story is integrated there.
What's going on here? What have you done to our circus?
Dad!
Polluted. Perverted. This looks like the work of mentalists.
I can explain.
Have you been associating with psychics?
Dad,
Psychics. Fortune tellers. They killed your grandfather. They cursed our entire family to die in water.
Yes, but...
Including you, Rasputin. And me.
I'm interested to see how that factors into the story in the next game.
Because I'm still an acrobat. Let's see if you are. What's it going to be, son? Die in the water? Or show me what you got?
This is a bit more fitting for the game, where it's like testing all of your platforming abilities that you've honed over the course of the game.
Let's see if you remember your strength. You always... Hey, son! Catch! Think fast!
Well. Ah, thank you.
It's very hot.
The meat circus? Yeah, I don't actually know if those bowls are microwavable. But
I think they're just ceramic bowls.
I'm having some mashed potatoes. Thanks again, sweetie. Alright. I'll wait until after this section and then eat my mashed potatoes. Oh, yeah, they're a little bit hot right now. We had some deluxe mashed potatoes. We had a bit of a... We sauteed some peppers and onion. Threw that in there. Diced them up, threw them in the mashed potatoes. We had some cheeses.
There you go.
What?
Good. Pretty good.
Is that like the game fixing it for me?
Quick! Up here! Before the cold, clammy hand of fear pulls you under.
Oh.
You used to like to play catch. You used to like to play catch with me. It will help.
Why is it just stopping? It's weird.
Incoming. It will help. Incoming. What? No, you can't really catch those. It's just test.
Is this the section everyone hates?
Really catch those. It's just test.
Sorry folks if I'm not talking too much, I'm just trying to focus on this particular section. This is, in fact, the hardest platforming section in the game, I believe.
Let's see if you remember. There you go. Think fast. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now you can't really catch those. It's just this. It will help. Hey, son, catch.
Marion, thank you for the... Ah! Thank you for the distraction. I mean, thank you for the follow.
Think fast. Hey, son, catch.
That was clearly deliberate.
Incoming.
Yeah, that's Raz's dad. So he was a circus ringleader guy who hated fortune tellers because they have some beef with the family.
Rasputin.
It's kind of like, is Psychonauts?
Pretty good.
I did everything right. Is Psychonauts secretly a prequel or a sequel to Coco? He has a very similar ideas going on to Coco. Think about it. Fuck this game. I don't know, parts of this just feel a little bit unavoidable. Maybe I'm just not pro enough. So in the mashed potatoes, we threw in some cheddar cheese. We threw in some Monterey Jack. We had a little bit of palm. Don't really know what I'm doing wrong. I'm jumping the same way each time.
Pretty good. Think fast. Hey, son, catch. No, you can't really catch those. I was just testing. There you go. Come on. Good. Pretty good. Think fast.
Okay, here we go. It's just one of those things where it's like, if you get it, you get it, and... What? What?
Incoming! Pretty good. Pretty good. There you go. Hey, son! Catch! Think fast!
I've just tuned the ghost guy out at this point.
Rasputin incoming! Good.
Get up.
Good. There you go. You used to like to play catch.
There you go. What? Come on, developers. I'm going back right now. I'm holding down on the analog stick. This is just really awkward. What happens if I try and go forward? Nope. So I just have to slide down this. Slide down up.
Dad, I made it!
You cheated!
No! I used the acrobatics you taught me.
Don't lie to me, cheater. You crystal ball readers always cheat. You're no
I mean, fortune tellers are not super trustworthy. I don't know. I mean, I don't personally believe in fortunes, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get cursed for that.
Ollie, are you okay? Where's your dad?
My mum's really into that stuff, though. If it makes people, I don't know. If it's a comfort to people, that's fine.
Make that.
I'm just personally skeptical. They told me I'd die young? What the fuck? Why would they say that? That's just weird. We'll die in Fago? I already knew that.
Good. Pretty good. Hey, son! Catch!
Can I get the health, please? So I think I just need to wait for the same thing to happen again?
Really catch those. There you go. You used to like to play catch.
Or was it actually... Wait.
Really catch those. It was just test. Stupid.
Okay, yeah. I think you are supposed to do that. My mistake. Wait. What was that? I just got knocked unconscious. Alright, nearly there.
Bunny.
Yeah, it's like they only really. There we go. Easy. Pog champ, etc. Congratulations in the chat, please. Would be much appreciated. I believe that's it. I think now it's just cutscenes.
I see your skull is as hard to penetrate as ever.
Dad!
What is your brain doing out
Odd thing
here
to say.
in this tank with this other brain? And who are all these unconscious people? What have you gotten yourself involved with?
Thank you. Thank you, Katamari Bob.
Filthy, cheating psychics.
If anyone would like to congratulate me with a sub, you can do so for free with Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime subs.
Man, do I hate psychics.
Or if you just want to, that's fine too.
I don't hate psychics. I used my psychic connection with you to find and to project myself into your mind.
But how can you hate me for being psychic if you're psychic too?
Son, I could never hate you. I only wanted you to be happy, Rasputin. And safe. Our family has many enemies. I have a lot more hair than that. Now, son, we have to carefully unweave your psyche from that other brain. We don't want anything bad to happen.
Raz's dad is not a bad dad.
Tangled state.
That's fine, Cat Mobile. Obviously, if you don't have the money, I'm like by no means. I don't want to pressure anyone.
Unweave? Detangle? Never. I like it this way. I mean, look at how huge I am. And I think I can.
Oh wait, I still have another phase. Here we go.
This is your mind, so you are the strong one. What I'm about to give you, my son, you must take care of it, because it's everything I've got.
I think it was more of a story about lack of communication, like Star Wars. It's like The Last Jedi. It subverted your expectations. Ultimate dad form. We must fight perfect dad. Oh.
Here, buddy, buddy, buddy.
This is what dads look like in the real world.
Bun, bun, bun. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Hang on, I gotta eat my mashed potatoes, Dad. I had a dream recently that my dad, who I haven't seen in about 10 years, was at a party I was at in LA with Destiny and Hassan. And when he saw me, he came up to me and started asking me about Gamergate. Don't know what that means.
Rasputin! Let's see if you remember your training.
It was kind of a chilled out experience, which is I don't think it's what it would actually be like if me and my dad were to meet up. Because once again, we haven't seen each other in like 10 years, and it's not very amicable. But, you know, I don't hate him by any stretch, but it's just, you know, family stuff. Anyway, video games. Now I beat the game. Quick, Sam, we have to jump through these squash textures.
Bunnies! No! No meat!
No more. No more.
Please don't say the G word in chat. Thank you.
There you go! Good little bunny! Hey, thanks for helping me save the bunnies. And for talking to my dad.
No problem, little Oli.
Bye-bye! Wave goodbye, Mr. Bun!
Where's he going?
We're separating the brains now, Rasputin. He'll be fine. Let's go inside.
Man, I can't wait to tell you about all the messed up stuff that happened.
Oh, I know a lot of it. While you were out, I poked around a bit. Tell me about
In fairness,
Lily person.
Raz's dad is kind of correct in that Raz did put himself in a lot of danger.
Where, as you can clearly see, the personal demon
I'd be freaked the fuck out if my kid went through all this while I wasn't around.
leaving me sane once again.
I mean, Raz did literally die like a dozen times.
On page 59 of your handouts. On a personal note, I would just like to reiterate how extremely sorry I am for stealing all of your brains and trying to take over the world.
It's okay, buddy.
Mistakes have been made. But this camp is all about education. And I know I, for one, learned plenty.
Rehabilitative justice over punitive justice, guys. I'm against cancel culture.
We endeavor to build strong minds here, with the power to lift things, to see things, to burn things. But it's a special quality of your heart, not your mind, that truly makes a great psychonaut. This young man has it. We did not.
It's kind of funny how he never considered the idea of just strapping a crystal onto his back.
But we can give him this, to honor his mind, his courage, and his heart. Son, we do not normally ask this of someone so young, but it is obvious to us all that you are not average. Will you join us, Rasputin? Will you be a psychonaut?
Now put on your much worse outfit. That doesn't look cool at all. Now you look lame as fuck, Raz, because you don't have your really cool jacket and goggles anymore. Okay, I remember when I was younger, I kept thinking a lot. If they do a sequel, I really hope he's not wearing that outfit because he looks really lame.
Okay,
and I like his classic look with the goggles and everything.
that was the best summer of my whole
I mean, a forehead that big, that's just not acceptable.
My family's out on the East Coast. Where's yours?
They move around a lot.
Well, you'd better go. Your dad's waiting for you.
Well...
Bye.
Good mashed potatoes.
Children, it's an emergency.
No! You're gonna kiss that boy!
The whole time, you saw me.
No, this time we know who it is, and that's what scares us.
Who was kidnapped?
Truman Zanotto, the grand head of the Psychonauts.
Dad!
Sir, can you teleport as many of us back to headquarters?
Huh? What? Hey, what are you people doing in my kitchen? Now get!
Guess we're taking the jet.
Don't worry about your dad, darling. We'll get him back.
Yes, after all, we'll have Rasputin helping us.
I'm going?
Now how could we do this without our anti-kidnapping specialist?
Child soldiers.
I've taught you everything I can.
Stop normalizing child soldiers, Hollywood.
Show them all.
Let's go.
Sorry about that. Who better to stop a kidnapping than a kid? Ah, well, I enjoyed that a lot. Thanks so much for donating to get us to the point where we could play this game next. I had a lot of fun with this one, a lot of fond memories. And I'm really glad that you guys could join me for it. What was that? 4 streams? I mean, definitely it has the jankiness. It's a pretty janky game. In a lot of ways, especially like the theater levels a little bit, and then Meat Circus. But a lot of fun moments. I think I came away probably less enthusiastic about like the lungfish level. But I still really like Edgar's level. I still really like the Napoleon level. And in general, I just really like the game. Going up the Asylum was also a little bit... but the writing's strong. I love the character designs, all the variety to them. I'm really, really excited to see what they do with the next game. So I'm just going to do something real quick and do a... Oh, can I not? Do I have to... I kind of want to leave the credits playing while I make a poll, but I don't think that it will let me do that. Oh, and the game just crashed. Okay. Well, alright, folks, I'm going to make a poll real quick, and then I'll take a break and make some salad.